I uninvited Sally to Christmas gathering and blocked her. I don't know if I'm able to deal with her before Christmas. Recording. There we go. I think I'm good to go. All right. Hey, bestie, welcome back. Oh, gosh, I just got done from work and now I get to hang out with you guys. How lucky am I? Love it. All right. So, it is the season and we are getting into a little bit of Christmas drama because it is the season and I thought we could get into it together. How about that? The holiday season is different for everyone. So, shall we get into it? Let's come along with me. Come along with me. Do you like look how cute that light is in the back. Am I the asshole for leaving my husband and stepdaughter stranded on Christmas when I found out he gave her my big Christmas gift? Ooh, that's rough. Your husband gave his daughter your gift. Wow. Sounds like a douche. Also leaving them stranded though. Get him, queen. No. Let's see. I'll leave judgment for the end. You might have had a good reason. Okay. My husband, male 41, is the worst at gift giving. I feel like most men are. We have been together for over 3 years, and after the first year of not receiving anything for my birthday, anniversary, Christmas, Valentine's, Mother's Day, that was the last straw after being told I wasn't his mother. Okay. I decided to start matching the energy. Get them, queen. Yes, you do. Match the energy. I love that. Father's Day came and I was gone all day when normally I would have put together a big lunch/dinner and drive 30 to 40 minutes to go get his daughter Anne, now 16, so that they could spend the day together. Wow, you're a good stepmother. That's amazing. He called me in the afternoon and I was polite and not initiating a conversation. He asked me when I was picking up his daughter and I replied I had plans and wasn't aware that I was supposed to pick her up since nothing was communicated to me. When he responded with, "It's Father's Day," I used his response, "You're not my father."
Fight.
I had anticipated him getting upset and knew a constructive conversation would not be had. So when he started to raise his voice, I told him, check the table, and hung up. I had left a letter to him communicating how much I was hurt about going out of my way for him and to not have any sort of reciprocation. He called me later and said he would try to be better and work on it. I ended up going to get his daughter during the week so they could enjoy a dinner together. Background info, he drives big rig trucks, so the vehicle we use for everyday travel is mine. He's been better about the gifts. It's more of go pick something out and I'll pay for it, which I really don't mind. I do all of the shopping for his family gifts when it comes to birthdays and holidays. Cut to a week before Christmas, I woke up to my favorite coffee drink and my husband taking me out to eat for breakfast, followed by a trip to the mall to pick my Christmas gift. I rarely splurge on myself when it comes to purses and clothes. I have a preteen son from my first marriage, so I tend to be more practical on myself and spend on him for his birthday and Christmases. My stepdaughter, however, is very materialistic and is always asking for money and something expensive. And between her father and his family and mother and her family and her stepfather, she always gets it. I had been repeatedly saying out loud that I needed a new purse since mine was hanging on by a thread and had decided to invest in a good designer handbag. I started saving money and looking online for my new dream purse. So imagine my surprise and excitement when I get to the department store and see they have my dream purse in stock. My husband sort of gave a look when he saw the price and told him I could contribute and explained how I had been saving so I could save enough to get this purse that I had been dreaming about for months. He shook his head and said I deserve it and he would get it for me. Since he was getting me this, he really couldn't afford to get anything else. I screamed with delight and told him that that's okay, I didn't need anything else. With that taken care of, my husband asked if it was okay to go get his daughter and take her Christmas shopping. I had tons to do at home in preparation for the holidays, so this worked out so I could have the house empty to get what I needed done. I was reaching to get my new purse when we arrived home, and he said for me to leave it because he had another gift he had previously purchased for me that he was going to put inside the purse for me to open on Christmas. Oh, that's really cute. He's trying. I was on cloud 9, so I kissed him and left my bag and went inside. I was still busy cleaning and decorating when he got home later that night, and the days before Christmas were all a blur with me trying to get the house ready for the holidays. Always is, especially when you're hosting. I hosted Christmas Eve at my house with my family, and Christmas Day I slept in, tired from the night before, and woke up with enough time to brush my teeth before we headed out to get his daughter, then drive to spend the day at his mother's house. I fell asleep on the drive and woke up after his daughter was picked up, and we were already en route for his mother. I turned around to greet his daughter, and that's when I saw her rummaging and holding my new purse. Excuse me?
Absolutely not.
I beg your very pardon? Where did you get the purse? I asked her, and the car fell completely silent. I looked at my husband, and he stayed silent, with both hands on the wheel looking straight ahead. Oh my God, do not tell me he gave her the purse. Oh my God, do not tell me he gave her the purse. Your purse. I asked her again, this time louder, more stern tone. She looked down and quietly rumbled, "My dad gave it to me." I fucking knew it. I knew it. What a spoiled... I didn't say that. Didn't say that. You what? I screamed. How would you think it was okay to give her my new purse? He told me to calm down. Calm down.
Everybody just calm down. Count of 3.
Calm down? How about no? I cut him off and screamed no, then turned back to his daughter and told her that her father had no right to give her my purse and that she needed to give it back, to which she refused. Oh my God, spoilt brat. I could feel my anger raging, then subsiding to feeling of sadness and complete defeat. Oh my God, Queen. I'm so sorry. He was trying, and now he fucked it up. He was trying. What is wrong with these men? Look, I understand, put your kids first in relationships, but there's got to be a little bit of room for you as well. I put my coat over my head and leaned against the window trying to cover my face and mouth as tears started rolling down my cheeks. Oh, my husband pulled over at the next gas station and his daughter bolted out taking the purse with her. He tried to comfort me, to which I slapped his hand away and told him not to touch me and gave him a look of disgust. Yeah. Bestie. That is so unbelievably mind-blowing to me. I can't even believe. Did he just not get his daughter a gift? He informed me that after they dropped me off that day, he picked up his daughter and took her shopping. She noticed on the way back of taking her home, she noticed the bag and saw the purse. She begged and pleaded with him to please let her have it. She reminded him about all the times he never got her a gift and how giving her this purse would make up for it, and that played on his heart, and he finally caved and gave her the purse. Didn't you pay half with your savings? Weren't you saving for this? You paid half for that.
I'm so confused.
That's not his right to give to her. Excuse me, and her guilt tripping. My God, is this single child syndrome? She's guilt tripping you. He tried to say that he was going to make it up to me and ask, and he tried to say he was going to make it up to me and asked how, knowing it was impossible. He already spent the money and made it clear that he wasn't going to have money to buy me anything else. I couldn't help but get upset, so I tried to get him to understand how hurt I felt and how it's not like she was suffering with her getting to open presents from her mother and stepfather, plus gifts from their family, along with gifts she was going to get from his family, and that he had already spent money on her Christmas present, and that was my only gift. Oh my God, he sounds like a fuckhead. Wow, he's a piece of work.
Real piece of work.
He's a piece of work. I know Christmas is not about getting presents, but I was extremely upset that my husband could be so thoughtless and not consider the amount of pain that it was going to cause me. His phone rang and his daughter called from inside asking to come inside because she needed money to buy something. Of course she did. Of course she did. Spoiled brat. As he was walking into the store, I looked back. Tears began filling my eyes as I saw all the gifts I picked out for his family with care. Something came over me and I stopped crying and got out and got into the driver's seat, wiped my eyes and peeled out of the gas station parking lot, leaving my husband and stepdaughter behind. I'm proud of you.
So proud.
That is gratification in itself, reading that. I would have done the same. Would have done the same. He doesn't seem to care at all about your feelings. I turned my phone off and drove back to town and spent the day with my family at my cousin's house, not returning any of my husband's phone calls and not returning home until late the following day. The only phone call I did return was the one from my stepdaughter's mother to set her straight after she left me a hateful message about leaving her daughter stranded because I was jealous her father bought her a new purse. Well, she clearly doesn't have the entire story at all. Did you write the message that you sent? Please. Okay. I told her she had been told a lie and informed her of the truth. Good on you. That in fact her father did not buy her a new purse, but he bought me a new purse, and she played on her father's emotions after he had already bought her an expensive item from her Christmas list into giving her my purse. She apologized and tried to come up with a solution, to which I replied for her not to bother. The damage had been done. Indeed, it has been done. He doesn't give a shit about you at all or your feelings. And it's not like you tried. It's not like you haven't tried to explain that to him. He just doesn't care. He doesn't seem to care. I found out through my sister-in-law that my husband's brother went to go get them, and the story came out later that evening. His mother is on his side, while his brother and sister-in-law and other aunts and uncles sided with me and got onto his daughter. Oh, thank God. Thank God. I thought it was going to be like they were all on his side. That's so great. I have not spoken to his daughter since Christmas, and things are unsettling at home. I have become more distant from my husband, and when I make dinner, I don't serve him a plate. I serve only my son and myself, and I only engage in conversation with my son. Well, he's made it pretty clear, like, he doesn't care about your feelings. You're not a part of his family. So, yeah, good on you. He can get his own goddamn dinner. Think about himself. Think about yourself and your son. You don't need to think about him since he never thinks about you at all. He can get his own goddamn dinner. Hell no. He tried to reach out for me at night and when we are in bed, and I always end up crying. I'm not angry or mad. I just feel nothingness. Oh, you were done. When a woman gets to that point where she feels nothing, they've already mourned the relationship. That you're done. You're done. He's back on the road and I do miss him, but I can't shake the feeling of how he let me down and cannot hide my looks of disappointment. I'm looking to see what others have to say about this situation. Okay, that was a lot. I think you have to have a really long, hard think about if you want what you want in your life and what you want from this relationship. Because it seems to me you were always going to be thinking about him, putting him first, making him feel special. But that isn't reciprocated. But they don't do the same for you, right? They don't do the same for you. And the disappointment you feel is tiring. You get over it. Why am I spending so much time and energy on a person that's not matching my energy? You just feel sad. So I would really think, is this what you want for your future? Because it doesn't seem to be changing at all. At all. If he was changing, he would have said no to his daughter and said, that is for my wife. I've already got you a gift. And that would have been the end of that. And that's showing that he's trying to make your relationship better after all those conversations you had. That's just my 2 cents. I don't think you're an asshole for leaving them. I would have done the same thing. Okay. Let's get into the comments. Why are you in this marriage? You don't matter to your husband, period. 100%, you don't matter. He doesn't care about you. She's doing so much to make it easier for her husband to treat her the way she deserves to be treated. She has literally begged him. If he isn't doing it by now, he never will. She deserves so much better. That's so true. He's never going to change. He hasn't done it by now. And you've warned him countless times. Warned him. Same. Immediate divorce. Oh, those are the new ones.
Yes! 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 Yes!
No counseling. He doesn't care about his wife at all and has been using her as a bang maid. Using her as a bang maid. Yeah. I totally agree with that. I've never heard that before, a bang maid. The way he continuously ignores you on all major events and milestones and then gives away your first actual gift that you had to choose and practically pay for yourself is appalling. Not the asshole. Take your son and go back to your family. Yes, it'll be hard, but it won't be as hard as staying in a relationship where you don't matter. Your husband slapped you in the face on Christmas. What did he think was going to happen when you arrived at your destination and the presents were given out and there was nothing for you? Don't get over it. Get over him. Does he even want a wife? Doesn't sound like he cares for you at all. That's entirely true. Update. Wow, I did not expect for this to blow up like it did. Thank you to everyone who reached out. I meant to come back and update sooner. My apologies. I wanted to clear things up and defend myself on being as pathetic as some made me out to be.
What? No.
What? You're not pathetic? 1, I did not pay for the purse. I offered, but he paid the full amount. 2, he technically pays for the gifts for his family for Christmas. We have an account, but he puts money in, and this is what he used to pay the bills and other expenses, along with gifts for his family, for birthdays and other special occasions. I am the one who actually shops for the gifts and makes it personal for each person. I do all the wrapping and such and add on from my budget what I feel is needed. Oh, well, you're carrying the load. This has gotten erased when I first posted trying to edit, but is a key factor. When I confronted my stepdaughter about returning the purse, she wasn't saying anything. She was refusing by shaking her head no. And her father yelled her name. That is when she dropped the bomb on us, that she had already written her name in it. That's weird. That's weird. So did she know it was yours? And now she's permanently putting her name in there? What a little demon. She wrote her name in big black permanent marker on the side of the purse.
Wow.
My rage turned into defeat because the purse became worthless to me, hence my getting emotional. Even without that in context, I think you have all the right in the world to be emotional about it. Your husband didn't give a shit about you and gave away your Christmas gift. The first gift you're getting from him. Crazy. Wow.
That's crazy. That's crazy talk.
I feel like maybe she might have had an inkling that it was your purse. Maybe she knew already. Maybe she knew. I don't know. Like, for her to write her name in big black letters, that is wild. Ooh. Ugh, God, this is messy. Okay. Okay, let's see what... Okay. When my husband got home from being on the road, he took my son and I to eat at the steakhouse and handed each of us a gift. Inside were brand new AirPods. At first, my son was confused because he didn't have an iPhone. Then came the second surprise, that after we finished eating, we were heading to AT&T to get us new phones. I don't know what AT&T is. It must be an American thing. I haven't really spoken to his daughter, but was told that her failing classes and sneaking out has caused a strain on her relationship with her mother. I am not looking for pity or sympathy. I am not a doormat, and my husband is not a heartless monster. I am in such a better frame of mind now than I was. Thank you for taking the time to hear me out. I mean, you don't have to convince us. We're here to support you and give you advice. If you're happy, I'm happy. But all I'm going to say is actions speak louder than words. Let's get into the comments. So after all that, does the thieving little madam still have the purse? Because if so, what lesson has she learned? Nothing. Absolutely. I also agree with that. She should have that purse taken from her. I don't care that it has her names in it. Chuck it out in front of her. I'd have taken the scissors. I'd taken the scissors to her. There is no way she'd still have it. Did he get you another purse? I don't know about this makeup. Was that really what you wanted? Sorry, but we have to agree to disagree. You are a doormat, and until that changes, you will forever be a doormat. All right, let's get into another one. Let's do this. Another one. Another Christmas theme. Why not? Am I the asshole for uninviting my daughter to Christmas gathering? Why, pray tell, would you do that? What does she do? Is she being a bitch? Bear with me, I'm on my mobile. That's totally fine. I am a mother of 4 children, 2 older sons, 2 younger daughters. All of them are adults and have moved out long ago. I have always been close to my Sally, while Penny has always liked her own space, which I don't mind. Beautiful, young, talented women that I couldn't be more proud of. We're having an early Christmas this year, first week of December. I was inviting everyone around for Christmas dinner, gift giving, and all of that. When I phoned Penny yesterday to clarify a few things, she mentioned her and her husband wouldn't be coming. When I asked, she said they had separated for now and that he had cheated. I said that it was surely better to spend time with family if this was the case, and maybe she should come home for some time. She ummed and ahed, but then eventually told me that he had an affair with Sally, her sister, and that they had been seeing each other for the past 2 years. I felt sick. For the past 6 months in our talks, Sally had allured that she had been seeing someone and was typically seeing someone and was the typical girl in love. I'm sure she was, at her sister's expense. Wow. What kind of sister is this? I uninvited Sally to Christmas gathering and blocked her.
Yes, queen! Yes, queen! Yes, queen!
I don't know if I'm able to deal with her before Christmas, but this is family time and family can't hurt each other like that. I'm at a loss in all honesty. Penny is now coming, which is good because at this time she needs stability of the people who love her the most. The problem is that Sally naturally thinks I'm in the wrong. It's none of my business as her mother, and I can't block her and move her from the family. My sister thinks I shouldn't get involved in their personal lives, which I think is BS. Yes, they're your daughters. Of course you're going to get involved. My daughter needs us right now, but then she tells me I have 2 daughters to think about. Well, she didn't think about her sister, did she, when she was having that affair?
Mic drop.
Sally has forfeited that right at the moment. So are we in the wrong for uninviting the daughter for Christmas? I think not. You're teaching a valuable lesson. Family comes first. She didn't put her sister at all when she was sleeping with her husband. What sister does that? Sleeps with their sister's husband. And she wants you to put her first. She didn't put her family first. Small updates. Penny's mother-in-law found out. She did dote on Penny, and I know Penny got along well with her. I haven't spoken to her personally, but I know she had phoned my daughter and was really supportive and crying. My sister said that if Sally isn't invited, then she isn't going either, which is fine by me. She wasn't invited in the first place due to the pandemic. Otherwise, I've been working and doing some crochet, so it's been quiet. So the majority of the comments here were saying not the asshole. You need some space, and you're allowed to put some space in between you guys. We do get an update. My Christmas gathering was yesterday, and my son and husband wondered if I would post an update for you all. Thank you so much. I love when you post an update, so thank you. It's been rather uneventful, but I've been surrounded by warmth and love while also feeling heartbroken and lonely. First of all, since my post, my husband has been teaching me to use Reddit. Good on you. I really enjoy being in some craft communities. My daughter Penny has also been staying with us. She works from home. My husband and eldest went to get some more of her stuff from her old house. Penny's mother-in-law Jane was there and was very helpful and sweet. She's also brought some mint hot chocolate for our Penny and Christmas candles. From what Penny's told me, Jane is having similar feelings to me. A lot of guilt over our children's decision to hurt people we love. I think at this point we have to accept that we did our best raising them, but they're adults, so now we can't beat ourselves up. Penny and Jane are going to stay in touch. I think Jane truly does think Penny as a daughter and friend. I wrote my letter to Sally during this time. I expressed that I was extremely disappointed and also disgusted. While I will continue to have a relationship with her, she won't be welcome to any family gathering that Penny is present, unless Penny has come to a point in her life where she feels comfortable. I told her what some of you said. She had, for all and purposes, already uninvited herself when she was so cruel to her sister. Sally had apparently come up on Friday and knocked on the door. I was out shopping at the time. My husband spoke to her. Apparently Sally and Michael, my son-in-law, are going to continue their relationship. Wow, that's awkward. I will not support it in any shape or form. She may be my daughter, but this man is not welcome.
I love it. I love it.
I am supporting Penny through this divorce, and if Sally ever expects money for the wedding or a house, then she's a very naive girl. My husband sent her away, after which Sally said, "We've have to get over it someday." I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for your kind words when we last spoke. Thank you. Thank you for the update. Oh, get another update. Yes. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, my dear. On to the update. I hope this message finds you well. A lot has changed since I last spoke with you all. I love it. It's like having an ongoing relationship, little bestie checking in on us. Thank you. First of all, Penny is doing well. She met someone new about a year ago. They're incredibly supportive and sweet, and they have made such an effort in getting to know me and my husband. Penny was still living with me when she started seeing them, so I got to watch their relationship develop. And although Penny is grown into a woman, I couldn't help but be reminded of when she was a child and having crushes. It was very endearing, and I'm glad I got to witness firsthand the smile her new partner gives her. Penny also got a new job and has moved to Ireland with her partner. Sally and Michael have continued their relationship. I don't have a lot of love to give Michael. I am civil enough, but frankly, it's difficult for me to become invested in their relationship at all. Michael recently asked my permission to marry Sally. Wow. 2 years after leaving the first sister, he's already on to the second, which was disrespectful to say the least. Penny still lived with me last Christmas, so again, they were not invited. I am not hosting this Christmas and instead going to visit my eldest son. He and his wife had a little boy at the beginning of the year. They asked me to stay with them for a little while so I can help with the cooking, cleaning, as they have been struggling a little bit. Yeah, rough. Yeah. The newborn stage. Wild. That's great you're going to be there to support them. What a good mother. Finally, my husband passed away 9 months ago. Oh, I'm so sorry. He fell while on a walk and hit his head. And there was some hours before someone found him. Oh my God. So sorry for your loss. Wow. It's been a difficult transition, to put it mildly. I've lost a fair few people in my life And while I did grieve, I always had the strength to continue. Losing my husband made me realize how much I relied on him. I know there is not a correct way to grieve or time limit. I really want to thank you all for reading this. It's been incredibly helpful just to be able to share my feelings a little bit. I hope you're all doing well. I hope you're doing well too. It's very sad. I'm really sorry about your husband. I don't know if it'll get easier for you. I know it'll get better for you, but I don't know if it'll get easier. Grief is hard and there is no time limit. You know, trying to think of even the good times makes you sad. But I hope you're doing well. I hope your family is around supporting you with love. And we get an update from her again. Wasn't quite sure how to respond to all the messages. I have moved closer to my eldest son and wife to help raise my grandchildren. That's amazing. It was difficult at first because although the children kept me busy and gave me joy and purpose, I sometimes wished to talk to someone my own age about my own interests and not just Bluey. Oh, are you Australian? I ran into an old friend of mine at the leisure centre about half a year ago, and she is also widowed. It feels like a light in my life has been switched on. We reconnected almost instantly, and it's a blessing to have someone I can rely on again. We are living together, and she is pretty much considered co-grandmother. Man, that sounds like the best situation, living with your like best friend at that age. That sounds like an amazing setup, living with your bestie at that age.
Yay.
While I do still wake up alone, I now know that the kettle is already boiling downstairs. That's beautiful. Penny is doing well. She is now moved to the Netherlands for work, and she and her partner are still together. They've just recently gone back after visiting for the week. Sally is doing well. I know for some that will be disappointed to hear, including myself sometimes. On one hand, as a mother, I'm glad she is happy. On the other hand, I can't forgive her for... Yeah, I want an update that she's divorced. I'm such a bitch. On one hand, as a mother, I'm glad she's happy. On the other hand, equally as a mother, I can't forgive her for hurting Penny. I also have some deep resentments as my husband passed while he was also hurting because of the decisions she made. Sometimes it feels unfair to hold that against her, but we still talk and I still love her. But sometimes I feel like I'm going through the motions rather than caring for my daughter as I used to. It's also a really hard thing to talk about to other people. There's a lot of guilt and shame involved when something like that. There's a lot of guilt and shame involved when sharing that sometimes, and I feel quite ambivalent towards my daughter. All in all, the last couple of years have been a bit the last couple of years have been eventful, and I would give everything to turn back, but I can't. So I spend my time appreciating everything I still have. Once again, thank you for your advice, care, and well wishes. The help I have received was invaluable for navigating a difficult time in my life. I didn't expect to cry, but wow, didn't expect to feel sad at the end of that. But I hope you're doing well too, bestie. I hope you're doing fantastic. And I hope life is treating you amazingly. Wow, there was some crazy Christmas drama. I still don't think you're an asshole for not inviting your daughter. I think it all worked out for the best. Everybody is happy. We don't need to talk about this because I'm getting on a tangent. Okay. That's it for this episode. Thank you for joining me, bestie. I loved hanging out with you. If you have any stories you want to share with me, send me an email. I just got home from work, so I'm going to go have dinner. I'm a little bit hangry. I need something to eat. But I needed to do this because I wanted to hang out with you today. And if you want to hang out with me again, remember to like and subscribe to my channel. I love the time we get to spend together. I missed you, bestie. I hope you have a great Christmas and a happy New Year. And I'll catch you in the next one. All right. See you later. Bye. Ciao, 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 ciao.